Hi, it's Alexander again. First, let me introduce myself. I'm a Chinese medicine practitioner from Malaysia. Okay, so part of my work, it is not just related to prescribe Chinese herbs for people that have skin problems, and also I do a little bit of acupuncture work as well. But recently, I am trying to blend the TCM concept with the ancient Eastern philosophies, including the I Ching, metaphysics, and feng shui. And at the same time, I also have a very what we call that. I'm very curious about the hypnotherapy. I also explore a lot of things on the hypnotherapy. So, yeah, apart from work, I'm also a travel blogger. I like to travel quite often. Today, I want to talk about something which is related to the pop music. Pop music is it hypnotics or brainwashing? So hey everybody. So today I want to talk more about this topic. I think it is something that is quite interesting. So does the Western pop music often use the hypnotics or the brainwashing techniques? So I think yes, yeah, because recently I went to Lady Gaga Mayhem Singapore concert. I noticed it's very interesting. What we call that? Not in terms of the music and also the lyrics, right? They actually use a lot of technique that are similar to hypnosis, or we call it the brainwashing. But that doesn't mean that the artists want to control our mind, but those tricks are just used to help us to remember the song better and also to feel stronger emotions. So that is the music industries, how they make the music quite popular among the your fans and things like that. As you know, I think the technique they are using, there are about four techniques. Yeah. So at first it's a repetitions. We call that repetition. The core of the catchy songs. So most pop songs they repeat the chorus many times. So like think of the songs of Lady Gaga, Poker Face, or the Rihanna Umbrellas with the part, poker face, something like that, So sometimes they try to repeat the words a lot of time. Okay, so repeating the same lines and also the melodies make the songs stick into our head, and this is why sometimes we cannot stop hearing the songs inside our mind. So this is called the earworm effect. Earworm effect means the music keep on playing in your mind. It's non-stop. So this is quite obvious, especially when we go to the concert. So with the lighting effect, with the stage performance, the music, and the atmosphere, everything's come together, right? So it is very easy to create the earthworms, the earworms effect. Second is a simple and catchy melodies. So pop songs usually use a short and easy to sing melodies. They don't have many notes, and the notes go up and down in a very small range. So this make it easy for people to remember and to hum the tunes, and even after hearing it once or twice. It's a bit like the hypnosis theory. They use slow and simple rhythms to make us to relax. So yeah, I, I think you know what I mean, right? So the third one is those songs usually they use a very strong and repeated beats. So many pop songs use a steady rhythms, often like 4 to 4 beats with the looping of drums or bass lines. So this will affect our brain wave and also our body rhythm, just like a hypnosis, like boom, 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 boom. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So it's a song from Lady Gaga, the new album, called The Disease. I'm sure you know, okay, but I cannot sing very well. but that is very interesting, So it is my first time to try to discover a lot of new song from Lady Gaga. So this lady, she's knowing exactly what she's doing. Okay, she's very professional in this. So for example, like in the EDM or hip hop music, you often hear the deep repeating beats. So does make your body want to move and your brain starting to follow the beat. I think when you go back to the ancients, what we call that, the ritual ceremonies and things like that. What the people doing, during the old times, they also like beating the drums and make everyone dance, and then it's just crazy, and those event that continues for a few days, so I think this really makes sense. Okay, number 4 is the suggestive lyrics and the emotion imaging. Okay, so some lyrics use a very strong emotions or the sensory words like light, touch, or dreams. So they repeat the key phrases that create emotion and also the mental images. Like sometimes they mention about, in the summer night, dark and cold, and inside the rain, and then sometimes they mention about chasing the dreams. I remember you in my dreams. Keep falling to me. And I will hurt you or whatever, vanish into you. So things like that. Here they give an example like the songs like The Dark Horse by Katy Perry, or maybe Hello by Beyonce. They use those to create a very powerful feeling or message, not just with meaning, but also with how the words sounds and feel. All right. So yeah. And then why does this work? So people are very into it, like you are really into it, like things that you are very familiar. So when you're familiar with certain things, and then you feel good. So when a song is keep on repeating and then certain phrases, so our brains will feel like safe and also happy. Okay, so second is about our attentions. Our attention drops. So when we enjoy the music, we stop to focusing on the words. Then the lyrics go into our subconscious. Okay, and third is about our brain sync with the music. So when we listen to the beat, and our brainwave will match the rhythm. So this is similar to how people enter a relaxed stage during the hypnosis. So I think it's quite interesting for me to find out all these things. So that concept is really amazing and it's wonderful, and I'm so very happy that to share with you that that's are the things that I learned. And well, the music, everything can bring everyone crazy. If you are at a concert, you will know what I mean. So are those techniques are even used in a bad way? Sometimes yes, yeah. But if those lyrics and music, they come with a very negative suggestion, maybe to certain people, they will totally accept and absorb, those negative suggestion into their subconscious mind. But if you're healthy, if you just think that, you just like the song, you listen to it, and then that songs even try to project, the dark side of yourself and things like that, if you just treat it as something that to release your tension, I don't think there's a problem. But do away with some political or religious songs. They also use the same technique to push the ideas into people's minds. So also some pop songs are also made just to sell more, but with no deep meaning. They just, just for commercial market, just use the repetitions and also to control your emotion, So this is our sharing for today. Okay, so thank you for listening. I will see you next time. Bye.